Aloha, everyone. It's Paul Thompson here again, all the way from Honolulu, Hawaii. Joining you guys to complete the circular motion lab. So I'm going to go through the setup here and start going through my runs. So the lab has us measure out 1 meter fishing line using an aluminum tube, 4 washers tied to the end, 1 washer tied to the opposite end of the fishing line. And the lab has us go through the pre-lab assignment and to figure out how to calculate the period. And going through the pre-lab assignment shows that to get the period for this specific assignment, it'll be pi times the square root of the radius divided by the square root of gravitational constant, or g. So I use that formula to get all of my and compare to my expected values, which are 0.501 seconds, 0.634 seconds, and 0.388 seconds for the respective radiuses in the lab. I've already measured out, it's a little challenging to see, but I've already measured out each distance, radius, so 0.25, 0.40, and 0.15 meters. It's kind of challenging to see on the fishing line, but one thing that I tried to go ahead and practice this a little bit already, and noticed that when I get the distances out, it's easier for me to see the tape. So I'll put a little piece of tape towards my hand to make sure I get to the right radius before I start my period, my time. So I have to do 15 rotations, and that's getting an average over those 15 to get what my period would be, and I compare that to my expected values at the end. So that's pretty much the lab. I'll go ahead and get started with the first run. So, like I said before, it's a lot easier to see this tape on the line. So I like to put a little small piece towards my hand when I go for my first, once you go for the distance. So my first distance is 0.25 meters, and that's about right here. So I'll put this piece of tape on the line to give me a clear marker. I'm at a distance of 0.25 meters, and I'll start my revolutions. A little less. Starting. This is pretty challenging to get it at the right distance. Now, 1, 2, 3. My distance got jacked up. Okay, so as you can see, it's going to take a little time to try to get this. So that's the gist of the lab. I'm going to reattempt that and continue to go through my different distances, and I'll calculate everything at the end and make sure I get my periods right. So since it's 15 revolutions, you have to divide whatever time you get total by 15 to get your period. And and compare that to your expected values at the beginning of the pre-lab assignment. All right. You guys have a great day. I'll see you later. Bye.